So today's theme is marketing trap. Then I finally thought marketing is one good topic that most of us fall victim of or become prey. So that's why I chose this topic, marketing trap. And I started researching and doing analysis, and I found out that every single day, every single minute, I'm a victim of a marketing trap. And I will just tell you how it works. So how many of you buy chips packets? Lays. Your children, at least they would buy it. So what do you find inside the packet?
Yeah, I just
Yeah, so you buy a big packet, and where your subconscious mind knows that there is going to be 70% air and 20 to 30% chips only. But still we tend to buy that chips packet. You know why we buy that chips packet? While we have other local products which are packed in transparent packets, which is visibly the quantity of the chips are visible in the transparent packet, but still we tend to buy those packets which are not transparent. Okay, so what do they fill inside the packet? You say air. It's a common word you're using. Is it really air or something else? How many of you know what is filled inside that?
The smell or the flavor which you get is actually something is it.
What gas? They fill nitrogen, not air, not the general air. They fill nitrogen. There's a reason to it. When you fill nitrogen inside a water inside a packet, it ensures that there is no moisture inside the packet. So if there is no moisture, the chips will remain brittle and crispy. That is one thing. Second thing, when the nitrogen is packed inside the packet, the chips don't break, they remain whole. Okay, and the plastic that they use to pack it is a metallic propylene or something, they say. So what happens is, the moment you tear packet, you get that sound, the tearing sound. And then when you take one chips from inside, the whole chips, you bite it, it produces about 1,000 to 5,000 hertz of frequency. From your jawbone, it reaches your brain, and from your ear also that sound reaches your brain. So subconsciously your mind is tuned such that this product is always fresh. But there are chances, if you buy a local product which is packed in the transparent cover, there are two chances. One is, this is an oil fried product. So when you buy an oil fried product, automatically within 15-20 days there will be a foul smell. When you buy a local product, you will always find that foul smell, a light smell at least. But whenever you buy this kind of corporate products, you will not find that foul smell, because it is packed with nitrogen. And there they don't use any such mechanism. So you will have foul smell, and you will also find the chips a little soggy and stale after 10 or 15 days. But with these kind of products, you will not find that. Do you understand? So ideally, even if you know that the quantity of product is very less, without even you wanting to buy it, your subconscious mind will automatically take you to that product and make you buy it. And there's a psychology and physics here. Whenever you go look at any shelf, the size of the packet also matters. So though you know that the quantity inside is less, but when you look at the packet size, you always go pick that packet from there, psychologically. You don't even have to say no to yourself. The brain will automatically pick that. I've been doing this every time. Whenever I see makhana, I usually buy makhana, the raw makhana, and then get it roasted at home and I eat it. But whenever I'm outside, I don't want to consume a oily product. I prefer makhana. So if there is a ready-made makhana, I'll go buy a ready-made makhana. You see that this big the packet is. If you open it, there is only 40 grams of makhana. So ideally we fall trap to it. So the next thing that I want to talk to you is, do you make shopping on e-commerce sites, online sites?
Yes.
Okay. So how often do you do it?
Every day.
Almost every day. It has become a practice now. Okay. So how do you decide if a particular product is good, or how do you make a choice or select a product? Let's assume you want to buy a electronic tab, or you want to buy a smartphone, or you want to buy one particular product which is required for your home. How do you choose a particular model or a product or a brand? What factors?
Customers review.
Based on the customer's review. What else? Rating, 4 stars. What else?
Comparing the features.
Comparing the features. So what do you exactly look in the reviews and ratings? If you're reading the reviews or if you're looking at the rating, what exactly you read or what exactly you are looking for?
Maximum number of good reviews.
Maximum number of reviews, good reviews. Maximum number of good reviews. Okay, what else?
If it crosses more than 4 hours.
So which means it could be likely a very good product, right? So do you read the reviews also, or just look at the number of good reviews and just the rating 4 or 3.9 plus? What do you do? You read the reviews. What do you exactly find in the review? How does it actually convince you or persuade you to buy that product? So I really wanted to talk about this particular area, the review part. What if I told you that the reviews are all fake or mostly fake? There is a dedicated industry which is called as review farm, where they set up a big unit which is managed by a team of people, supervisors, and they have VPNs, SIM cards, thousands of SIM cards. They have what you call rotational IPs, masked IPs, where people, individuals, they go browse a particular page for 2 minutes, movement of mouse, typing of keyboards, and then they add the reviews to ensure that a particular product gets the highest number of reviews and highest number of what you call good rating 4.2. Will you believe it or not?
Yes.
Happens.
Happens. Okay, I want to give you some valid reasons for you to accept my point. Okay, so usually what you do, if you are writing a review, what will you write? Will you sit for about 10 minutes and like you keep talking about the product in detail, or what do you exactly do? You like a product, you don't like a product. So when you like a product, genuinely, what do you do? How do you give review? So you have adequately used the product and you're absolutely convinced with the product's features or the use of the product, how you utilize, you are convinced, then you write a review and you say the product is good, the product is worth. Anything else?
You just have 1 or 2 lines on it.
Yeah, you say 1 or 2 lines. I use this juice maker. The product is really efficient. Whatever fruits you put, you could get juice in no time. It is cost efficient also. Yeah, this is how you do. But if you go look at the reviews of products that has 1,000, 30,000 reviews, 40,000 reviews, sometimes I wonder really if this product has been sold to 40,000 people or not. I don't think they would have sold even to 2,000 consumers, but they have 40,000 reviews. If you look at the reviews, the review will have information in detail. Someone sitting and writing a story writing, a neighbor-like story. If a neighbor comes and spreads a word of mouth, hey, you know what, I went there to that place, the ambience is so good. The moment I entered, they gave me a what you call welcome drink, and then the ambience, people, service, they had a variety of food in the buffet, that, this. So if you look at the review, the way they write it, the pattern is like a neighbor actually writing it in detail to influence, make you feel that it's a very good product. It creates a psychological impact that many of them are buying, many of them are liking this product. Now, in some cases, once we make a decision that, as you said, maximum good reviews, many reviews, maximum good reviews, and a good rating, you bought the product. Have you ever bought a product after looking at the review and the product was not up to your expectation? Yes?
Yes.
Then what did you do? When you looked at the reviews, you were so satisfied, so happy to buy the product, but later the product came, it was not up to standard. Then what did you do with that product? From the evolutionary stage, we human beings are social animals. We have had the practice of living in herds. So this not only influences you to buy a product, these reviews, but also convinces you to believe that one particular unit that you bought may have the defect. Like you, other 1,000 people have also received the same product with that one unit defect. No, I'm not joking. This is a psychology. Scientifically, it is proven how the consumers can be influenced. Not just influence them to buy a product, but also influence them to not return. Thinking that you are a social animal and you are the only person receive that one unit which is a defect unit. But almost all the other people have got the same unit which has a defect and doesn't work up to the standards. So this is a industry, very large industry that works on writing reviews to influence consumers to buy the product, to influence customers to not return the product. Then not only this happens, but also the farm review writes review for the competitors. Writing a single star review, so ensure that your competitor does not gain more consumers, does not get more business, you continue to get the same business. Okay, so now have you ever been to an airport or say a theater or a mall and you saw a same product with different sizes? So let's assume like this, you have a popcorn, small regular for 200 and medium for 350. What will you choose? Okay, let me put the next question. Now you have a choice, three choice. Earlier already you had 200 regular, medium 350 and large 400. Now what will you buy? Regular 200, medium 350 and the large is 400. Large you will buy. What will you buy? Regular. Why regular? Large. Regular. And when you have three choice, regular, medium and large, regular 200 rupees, medium 350 and large 400 rupees. Medium, you will buy medium, not large. So how many of you will prefer buying medium and not large? When I said 200, 350 and 400, how many of you will prefer medium over large? Medium best. So you will not prefer medium. You will not prefer medium. You will not prefer medium. Why you will not prefer medium?
For extra 50 rupees, you are getting large popcorn, right?
Exactly. So here the marketing trap comes. When there are two choices, regular and medium, 200 and 350, people often tend to buy the regular ones. They don't want to go for 350 because the difference between 200 and 350 is 150 rupees. But ultimately the moment you have the third option, which is 400, the difference between 350 and 400 is just 50 rupees. Now you don't look at what your requirement is. Whether your requirement is for one person, you are sufficient enough with 200 rupees regular, you don't look at that. The moment you see the third option, 400, your mind is tuned such that you're getting this large popcorn for just 50 rupees. You don't feel like you're buying it for 400 rupees. You will start feeling like you're just getting the large popcorn for just 50 rupees. So eventually when you have the third option, you go for 400. Now here, why do they keep this medium? Do you think they want to sell medium? They don't want to sell medium. They want you to buy large. For you to buy large, they keep one factor called medium to lure you, to make you feel lucrative. So no one buys medium. You go and check, most of the people will either go for a large, no one goes for medium. Because you look at the savings that you're doing. How we see, we spend 400 rupees and we feel that we have saved by not spending on the medium. But ideally you have paid 400 rupees. If you wanted to really save, you would have bought 200 rupees regular one. So you would have saved 200 rupees. I usually go to this airport and till this moment, when I actually found out this marketing trap, I've been buying a large coffee in airports. Every time, at least 3 to 4 times I travel by air. And whenever I go, there's one particular shop. Since it is getting recorded, I don't want to tell the shop's name. So there's an option, 220 or 250 regular, some 270 or 280 rupees medium, and 300 rupees is large. So I don't buy for 250. I directly go for 3 or 350 rupees. I go directly because you get a large one. Yeah, I travel all alone, and I cannot drink the whole of the coffee. Almost 40% or 35% I drink, and then I put it in the garbage, knowingly that I'm not going to drink. But I have that greedy because I'm getting it at a lesser price. Why do I go buy a small, spend another 100 rupees and get a larger one? But eventually I'm not going to drink the entire coffee. I would, this regular coffee would have been sufficient enough for me, but usually the human being, the human brain works such that you feel, you're getting a lucrative offer, you're saving money. And even if you go to textile shops, you have a sari for 2,500 rupees and another sari for 5,000 rupees. The MRP is struck and they have put it as 2,000 rupees. So usually what happens is, the moment we see that the tag has 500 rupees struck and then 2,000 rupees, we'll immediately grab that because we are saving 3,000 rupees. But the original price of the product would be somewhere between 1,000 to 1,200 rupees only. Just that you're getting a product worth 5,000 rupees for 2,000, you feel that you're saving 3,000 rupees. You're not feeling that you're losing 2,000 rupees.